So I'm just going to do this last little bit for you. So obviously you've been watching them for a fair while. Jack's got himself stuck in the corner of the tank, didn't get out. But I do want to make sure he's had enough worms. He's had 2 now. Let's see if he wants 1 more. The others have had at least 3 each. They've really been hungry. Yeah, I thought Jax would probably want another one. So there we go. I'm sorry I had to end the stream abruptly. Hope that this makes up for it. Hiya Barking Mad, nice to see you. So we were doing a live feed. We lost connection, but they've all now had 3 or 4 worms each. I was going to leave it on, see if we did any swimming or anything, but that is always much easier with the GoPro. So I'm going to go and settle down with the dogs and cats for the evening. They are really cute. They're definitely a bit special, aren't they? Hey Jelly Bean. They just have no sense of personal space. They really don't care about sitting on one another's heads, as you can see. Good boy, Lottie. So there we go. I was streaming for about half an hour, 25 minutes, half an hour before we lost connection. So I'm going to disappear now, but I'm really glad you've got to see them. The other video, the long lives take a little while to upload, but it will be up. So we're going to say goodnight now. Lovely to see you all. And we'll see you all. Now you're going to be interesting. I always say this is the case, don't I? The moment I think about ending streaming, they start being interesting. Right, I am going to get 1 more worm out to offer Jax, because they've all been eating so well today. Oh, sorry. That's why I was filming with the GoPro. It's so much more stable. Let's just get a few more worms out. I haven't known them this hungry since before the tank crash and they got ill. So it is just so good to see, and that's why I'm basically feeding them as much as they want to take today, because it really is good to see them hungry. Not going to land close enough to Lottie. He'd have to be really hungry to come out and get that one. And having had at least 3 already, I very much doubt he is. What are you thinking about it? It's so much harder for me to give you a steady picture with the phone like this, I'm afraid. Jax is looking hungry and the worm is wiggling towards him. Lottie's looking a bit miffed now, going, hold on, I missed out on that one. So as I've got one going towards Jax, let's put another one down near Lottie. See if I can get a bit closer. I was saying earlier in the other stream, when I get all these plants out tomorrow and give them a really good wash, I'm going to be putting them back bit further from the front edge. There we go, I thought Lottie was still hungry. And Jack's too. And poor old Jelly Bean, with Jack sitting on his head. So I was doing a live feed, but the difficult thing is, when I use the GoPro, it gives really good wide footage, and that's excellent, but I can't put a picture of the axolotls as a heading for it. So you don't know they're on and they're here. Hello, mate. I'd quite like you to not be sitting on your friend's head. He said, yeah, well, I'm quite happy sitting on my friend's head. I've said it several times today, really no concept. Lottie's even eating another one. Wow. They really were hungry today. I'm going to put one more down. See if I can get one. Well, that's not helpful, Jax. I was about to say, see if I can get one down near Jelly Bean. But not with Jack sat on his head. Like I've said time and time again, we try not to feed them when they're so close together, because that is when you end up with nips. They are really cute, and for all of you who want them, in the UK, Axolotl and Reptile Rescue always have lots looking for homes, and they give really good advice. That's where my copper there, Jelly Bean, came from. You're just being a pain, Jax. Can you stop standing on your friend's head, please? That's not very nice. So Jax, my wild, and Lottie for Lucy were my original two. They're 6 years old. They usually look so much better than this, but for those of you who don't subscribe, we had a tank crash a few weeks ago. I nearly lost them all. We've got them back, and they're back and healthy. In a way, they're eating again, they're happy, but it's going to take a little bit of while to get them looking how I'd like them to. I'm sorry, Jelly Bean. Right, let's put... I really didn't want to feed quite this many worms today. Put one more down there. But like I say, it's just so good that they are hungry and eating, and that's why I'm feeding them as much as they want. I think the other thing I've got to remember is these were medium worms. We usually get large dendros, but they didn't have any in. So they are going to get through far more of them. Yes, you are ridiculously cute. But can you get off Jelly Bean's head? Yeah, Jelly Bean and Jax is absolutely correct. And say Lottie the leucistic. It was basically sort of making names out of the word axolotl. Hence Jax and Lottie. Although all three are males. Unless you're really, really into breeding and you've got the time, it's a lot of work. I wouldn't really recommend having different genders. So that's why I got mine at 6 months. They belong to a girl who worked at Exeter Uni, and she was very experienced in breeding them and could sex them accurately from 6 months. A lot of people can't. Where are we looking is what a peacock. Axolotl. No peacocks, no monkeys, just axolotls. It's not nearly so easy when I'm holding the phone. You are gorgeous. You're a handsome beast, aren't you? You want that one as well, do you? You're eyeing it up, aren't you? And you guys don't get why these things in a tank get so much attention, hey? And it should all be about you. What is happening here? Well, I've got 3 axolotls. They're amphibians. They're lake dwellers, and there aren't many left in the wild. And they're enjoying their dinner. As you can see, they eat live worms. I'm in the UK, in Devon, and we have got probably too many animals, but that's why I like sharing them with you. The place is an absolute mess. Tomorrow is going to be my big clean-up day, but I've got Oti, who started the channel. We've got Little Legs Merlin, and you've got Lloydie Cat at the back there. I think, yeah, Hugo Cat is there. Hey Hugo. And Hugo's just waiting for me to go and sit and relax on the sofa, watch some TV, so that he can come and sit on my lap. Hello, you. Right, let's see if we can get one worm down to Lottie. Sorry. You liked my channel because of the cat. Which one? Hugo. Hugo is a pretty gorgeous cat. He is now playing with Merlin. Right, let's see if we can get one more down to Jellybean, and then that's it. I'm going to call it quits for the night. Jellybean, I really don't believe you can still be hungry. You have eaten so much today. One worm heading down his way. You go, cat. Right, before we say goodbye then, as you seem so keen on seeing the cats, let's have a quick... Hello, gorgeous girl. You sleepies. So this is Lloydie Cat. He's a pretty special boy, aren't you, darling? You a good boy? And I will end up with 2 cats on my lap in a minute. Good boy. Good girl. You know Mummy loves you. Good boy, little legs. And last but not least, you go, cat. Hey, gorgeous boy. And this was, he was a feral farm cat. But he didn't believe in being a feral farm cat, and he said, I want to come and live in a house. And so he came home from my friend's farm. It took us a little while. I still have the scars from him learning and adapting to be a house cat, but it was what he always wanted. And whereas when I come back in the car, Lloyd comes out to greet me, Hugo sits in the house and goes, why would you bother doing that? Good boy. I know, darling. I will sit down in a moment and then you'll have a lap. Yes. Good boy. And he really is a bit of a special lad. As are you, Mullins. You're special too. You did have a lot of anxiety issues, didn't you? For all that my cats look very, very friendly and chilled out now, if any friends come around, they disappear. It's taking a long time to get them chilled. So, right, back to where we were. We'll say good night to these guys. So good night, Jax. Hey. He says, well, the moment you put the phone down, I'm going to go for a swim, you know, Mum. And then you've got Lottie there. Make sure I have used up all the worms, because there is nothing quite like finding worms on the floor in the morning. I don't recommend it. One more. Once you've dunked them in water, they do really need feeding. They don't do well going back in the tub. And last one. Jelly Bean will go and find that one later. And I'm actually really glad they've had a really good feed today, and it did work out, but I didn't end up giving them a good clean out, because it now means I can give them a good clean out tomorrow, knowing that they've eaten plenty. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jax, didn't land very accurately, but I'm not putting any more in, because they've eaten so many today. If I put any more in, they probably will get wasted. Good night, everyone. It's been lovely to see you all. Lovely to meet you all. And as I say, as soon as I get this tank back to where I want it, I'll get a really nice video of it out, how I'd like it. So take care, everyone. And we'll see you all soon.